What it do, what it do, what it do, what it do, what it do. It's your boy OG Bam. Get on up in here, man. Y'all get on up. Let's make it do what it do, man. Get on up in here. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy, man. Todd. Got 4 people up in here, man. Holla at your boy. Holla at your boy, man. Don't run from it, run to. Am I my brother keeper? I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper? What's the other man say? Yes, I am. Get on up in here. Get on up in here, man. I got 4 people up in here. Y'all tap on in. Come on up in here, man. Come on up in here. Am I my brother keeper? I believe I am. From the very beginning of my YouTube thing, man, that's all I've been advocating is black unity. Black wealth equal black love equal black wealth. Protecting the kids. It takes a village to raise a child, and takes a village to keep the village intact. Manuel Jackson in the house. Yes, I am and still is. Say it again, my brother. JC tapping in from Florida. What it do, OG? Salute to you and the mission you stay on. Hey, check this out, JC. I ain't got no choice in the matter, man. I got to. If I ain't gonna do it, who else gonna do it? You understand what I'm saying? I believe I'm my brother keeper. I done sacrificed a lot for my brothers. Who created the crib walk, OG? I couldn't tell you, man. I couldn't tell you. But I can tell you this. The crib walk, what it is today, ain't what it used to be. I don't even know the crib walk no more. I ain't tried it in so long, but check this out. Back in the day, if you crib walk, you'd get your ass whipped. Only people crib walk was Crips. I got caught one time at a dance in Compton, man, at Campanella Park. And the Pyrus was going to get on my ass because I was up in that crib walking. And that Ludus Park crew came up in that dance, and Stanley Penn saved me. I walked all the way from front of Campanella. Now I move up in the house. What it do? What it do, man? What it do? Listen to me. Am I my brother keeper? Yes, I am. I want to apologize to y'all last night for my tension tantrum, right? Because that ain't my get out, man. I don't do the back and forth. I don't try to belittle no black man. But sometimes, man, you can only take so much, right? I was just telling my partner, Willie, my best friend, hey, man, I can't. This shit be eating me up. So you saying you lost your step, OG? Hell yeah, watch this, man. If I go out, only thing I do, I don't even dance. I might cha-cha, but I do the slide. The line, when they do the line, no apology needed. Address things how you see fit, OG. Thank you, man. But yeah, that wasn't me, man. I ain't trying to get off track on what I'm into, right? I ain't never been one that's easily manipulated by bullshit. You can't hood when you can't. I ain't gonna never get bamboozled, none of that. But what confused me, man, let me share this with y'all based on why I say I'm my brother keeper. You know, I hear a lot of gang members and civilians get on here. I'm talking about right now. I'm talking about the particular ones that been to the pen, and Damu might confirm this. It's a trip on how a lot of these gang members get on YouTube that was in prison in California, and the Crip collective CCO. A lot of these dudes that hated CCO, that didn't like what we was representing, considered us. They used to behind our back saying we was BGFs. But suddenly, these is the more black, these dudes that was shouting that they wouldn't be a part of CCO because we was for the blackness, suddenly they about blackness, right? So is they behind time or was we in front of time? Was CCOs the ones really about cripping in a real way when they said we about our blackness? Because the other ones was like, see, this is what people ain't gonna tell y'all, man. It was a lot of non-gang members in the early 80s in California CDC didn't want to participate in racial shit. Man, that ain't our business, man. They hit a BGF, they hit a Crip, they hit a Blood. That ain't our business. You understand what I'm saying? So when we come together and want to stand up and represent our skin and our race, we something else. It's a lot of these dudes, man, they be shouting, but they was on them level fours, but the level fours they was on wasn't cracking. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, stand on your blackness. Don't just shout your blackness. Stand on it. Stand on it. Yeah, it's easy to shout. We got to support stores and support each other. Is you dudes really into that? You see, watch this, man. I ain't never attacked nobody on YouTube except if they attacked me. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, the two-step, man, Jackson. G-Mac, what's up, baby? What's good with you? But listen to me, man. I go to sleep back, I wake up. I'm not a convenient black man. I'm always black. You understand what I'm saying? I'm my brother's keeper because I try to correct brothers on some of their immature ass mistakes they might make YouTube land. I even do that with brothers on the streets. You was ahead of time, Bam, simply because if I would have had last a lot of things would have been structured within our community now. Check this out, man. That's the problem. The dudes that had access, listen to me, Damo, dudes in California that had access to creating structures on the streets, they were so afraid of structures in prison. And now that we need structure, they don't even know how to orchestrate it. They don't even know how to get it. You want me to tell you why? Because they played a role in people not wanting to be a part of a structure because they was against the structure that was put in place at first. You understand what I'm saying? See, watch this. Yeah, the Black Panther still exists, but it ain't gonna never be a Black Panther like Huey Newton and Bobby Seale, Stokely Carmichael now, Fred Hampton. It ain't gonna never be another Black Panther like that. It ain't gonna never be no more Solidarity Brothers because they ain't got it in them. But if you get these dudes on YouTube, they talk about the forefathers in the forefront that will stand down for blackness. Let me share this with you, man. It's casualties in every war is casualties. Black on black violence ain't gonna never stop, but we can have peace. You understand what I'm saying? Because in order to have peace, we're gonna have to eliminate that cancer within our collective. And I ain't talking about no gang collective. I'm talking about within the collective of blackness. We're gonna have to eliminate some of that cancer. You understand what I'm saying? And brothers don't get that. You don't watch this. You don't encourage a brother by trying to belittle a brother. You understand what I'm saying? Experience is his best teacher. You understand what I'm saying? That's where my content comes from, my experience in life, not what I see on YouTube or what I hear on YouTube. Because half I see on YouTube and half I hear, 90% of this bullshit. But this is what I do know. We got genuine people that tap into shows that's genuine about loving themselves and wanting peace in their community. Let's run to it. Say it again, Stan. Your positive and life spent entitles you to have and formulate such, OG. Thank you, JC. Thank you. You understand what I'm saying? Watch this, man. Y'all know why a lot of these OGs older than me, man, dudes that considered like triple, you know, some of the founders of neighborhoods, some of the faces of these neighborhoods. And I'm talking about dudes that's older than me, right? I ain't talking about no dude in my age and younger, right? I'm talking about Sumo, Big Ant, LB now, Red Eye Rick now. You know why a lot of them brothers don't want to get on this YouTube? Because they know half of these niggas on YouTube, excuse my lane, they know half of these brothers that's shouting it really ain't about it. You can't never be about something when you're trying to stick your hand in another person's pocket. You can't never be about nothing if you ain't on the forefront of saying this is what's needed. Listen to what I'm saying, man. My homie Gangster came to the town hall meeting. Skip was there. Skip gave me the thing. Cynthia Nunn was there. My homeboy Will was there. A few others was there. I know why Stan didn't come. Stan first one told me, I ain't gonna be able to make a band, but you should have made it a better day. The next time I do it, I'm gonna make it a better day. But that place should have been filled up. What's up, Wolf? I tell people all the time, don't complain if you don't have a solution. Complaining and not action is a waste of time. But I guarantee you this, and we'll probably confirm this that in here. If I can get a packed room of people talking about peace, I guarantee you LB will show. Well, I'm gonna tell you why. Because me and LB sat on prison yards, and we used to exchange ideas and solutions towards our problems in the community. You understand what I'm saying? You got people that's willing to get to the forefront, but when you get other people that's so selfish and so caught into themselves advocating peace when they really don't want peace, this is the cause to make real dudes say, man, I don't want to be a part of that. I don't want to be a part of that. You got real gang members working with the gang intervention. But it's certain OGs that they ain't trying to associate not trying to plug us in with the gang intervention. And guess why? We're a threat to their money. See, a lot of them is lining their pockets up with some money. Should OGs try to be in government or politics to get structure in the streets? Hell yeah. Man, Larry Hoover said it best, so get a boy's resurrection. Real gangsters go to the pole. Real gangsters go boom. That's the way things gonna change in the world. Real gangsters go vote, man. You understand what I'm saying? Real gangsters go vote. I can't talk about what Obama didn't do right for me, but I ain't been doing right towards myself. How we gonna criticize the politicians about what's going on in our community when we the cause of the bullshit that's going on in our community? We started it. We fucked the neighborhood up. Then suddenly we get some black politicians, and then we want to belittle them. So, oh man, they lied to us. They ain't trying to do this for us. Shit, we lied too. We don't want to stop this. Not looking for peace, but looking for that money. More conflict, more money. Say it again, Stan. And that's what they're doing. Understand what I'm saying, man. I'm going to create this other town hall meeting. And I'm going to have some people there. But I know for a fact, if I get the right people there, and it's enough of us, people come out the woodworks to participate in this. Man, you got brothers that have been in these penitentiaries, man, 40-something years, man, that ain't came home. And you think they like what they came home to? Should they just left a war? Why they want to leave a war and come to a war on the outside? That's why they only want to live in their own communities no more. You understand what I'm saying? Then you get these dudes say, yeah, man, half these OGs, watch this, man. Half these OGs, they ain't got influence in their neighborhood. Man, I ain't trying to have no influence. But don't get it twisted. Whenever somebody called you and asked your advice, that's some form of influence. What's up, Solo? What people don't seem to understand is this, man. The only influence niggas like giving on YouTube is constructive criticism. That's their influence. They misinterpret that for influence. They so caught up into they self that everybody else that they ain't never met or heard of is a buster. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, man. If you know 100 motherfuckers, why 100 motherfuckers ain't following? These 10 of them, thank you, pimp name, Slick Back. I got 5 on it, man. That's what I'm talking about, brother. Thank you. Troy Bam, you went off on that guy that said booty bandits should be sliced and diced. You got a personal reason why you were so upset. I went off on the guy talking about a booty bandit should be. Well, I don't know what you're talking about, brother, because I already see what you are. But I don't know what you're talking about. You think if you stayed on the 3-yard and never hit a foe, you would never have woken up thinking Damu's not your enemies? But watch this. Not really. Even though I was on level 3, Killer Kelly, it was Damu's that was cool with me. I was cool with certain Damu's. Tyree, Rooster. Nobody black should be your enemy unless you the enemy. Say it again. But I don't get that question that brother asked me. Damn, you went off on that guy that said booty bandits should be sliced. and dice. You got a personal reason why you were so upset. I ain't never went off on nobody that said booty bandits should be sliced and diced. I don't know what you're talking about. So I know what you're creating, so watch this. I'm gonna help you create it. See, that's how you create. Today ain't that day for me to get that. What was last night, that might not happen again for another 6 months, right? But no, man, we need to come together and stop. I've been saying this. This ain't nothing new. We need to stop this bickering. It's a trip on how a motherfucker can sit up and tell you they respect you and turn right around and create some content. Hey, we all get caught up in our feelings. What's good, Robert? We all get caught up in our feelings. We all do this. People is believing C-Mac is the only Crip that feed homeless. I got videos of me going downtown with my homeboy, Big Boo. Big Boo put work in, man, feeding the homeless. You understand what I'm saying? He goes on the west side of Peru. People in the west side of Peru, they donate clothes. People all over Compton donate clothes to Boo. And old sheets and blankets and all that. You understand what I'm saying? And when I first came home, I used to, if I wasn't painting, I'd go help Boo feed the homeless. And I still do that. If I ain't got nothing to do, hey, Boo, hey, man, scoop me, man, let's go downtown. I'm with you, right? So I know how to give back. And the reason I know how to give back to the community, because I done took so much out the community. But if everybody can't follow each one's movement, and ain't nobody moving bigger than the next movement. You understand what I'm saying? But we all can be on the same accord. We all can come together on a peaceful rally. That's why, gangsters showed up. But there was a whole lot of other people that didn't show up that I wanted to show up. I was told, watch this, got phone call. Say, man, I'll be there. I'm going to bring my homie to my little homeboy. But they didn't show up, man. Want me to tell you why? They too busy. What about what they homeboys gonna think if they fucking with a Crip? What they homeboy thinking if they fucking with a Blood? If you still caught up in that motherfucking get up, it ain't gonna never be peace within yourself. You understand what I'm saying? If you can't have your friends based on who you are, you ain't gonna never have peace. You understand what I'm saying? If you can't take a look in the mirror and see that you see a black man, you ain't gonna never have peace within yourself. And that's the problem. See, I ain't here to say, well, the blacks in Oregon, the blacks in Idaho, they ain't putting in work. They ain't doing nothing. Oh, no, man. All brothers put in work, but we got to learn how to put in the right work. Let's stop gang goofy and shit and start doing real shit. I had an H number and was overridden to a 3-yard. It's just as bad as a 4-yard. Out of homie from Compton, I would have been lost on blackness. Say it again. Hey, watch this, man. I want to really clarify this with you. And people can confirm this. I was for my blackness in the penitentiary, although I was quit. I put in work for my blackness. What a lot of these dudes don't tell you, man. Dudes like Big James Miller, Big Ant, Sumo, Scarby, Marcellus. It was dudes, cute. It was dudes like that paved the way for dudes like me and other Crips to be able to walk that line in prison without having no real serious problems. See, these dudes don't know what wars is like in prison when you go up in there and when the doors come open after being on lockdown 2-3 years, it's right back cracking. And when they opening up the doors, you going out to medical and the police accidentally hitting the wrong cell. They think they lying and say it was an accident, but it's 3 and 4 motherfuckers coming out the cell on you. And you cuffed up in the day room. See, they don't know what that feel like. And that's what we went in the penitentiary. See, half of these dudes that went to the pen after me, man, they just been a part of some rides. But you don't never hear them talk about the rides they was in because they wasn't in there. Yet they sit up and say they was on the 4-yard. And they was. Every level 4, some yards have missed the drama. Some people get lucky. Black people stop the bullshit and unite because our enemies are. But watch this in a real way. In a real way. Anthony Dean, one love, Joe respect, man, from Stockton, Cal. Thank you, brother. But listen to me, man. Once I hit that level 4, I knew Bloods. I could no longer get caught up in a melee with another brother or want another brother to just hate me based on what I represented. Yeah, watch this, man. And people need to understand this too, man. Every organization in prison, whether they were just, their organization represented blackness, they still got into it with other brothers. Watch this. Panthers got into it with other brothers. We're gonna always go through trials and tribulations before we can get our point across. Some people believe that VGLs never got into it with other brothers, but they did. They got into it with brothers. It was organizations called the Vanguards in the prison. The Vanguards consisted of Bloods and Crips, right? Dudes that wasn't gangbanging. When they first went to the pen, because there wasn't no Blood Constitution or Crip Constitution, they wanted to be a part of something. Because when they went to the pen, the black law was dictated by BGLs. Once the Crips and the Damus established their foundations, they law don't pertain to us. But they govern, watch this, they govern the non-civilians on the yard. They law is for the non-civilians, but they law ain't for Keyways and Damus, nor was it for the Vanguards, right? But you hear these dudes saying, how can a brother be a Muslim? Man, I be hearing that. Watch this. Islam is a religion. Just like being a Christian is a religion. Ain't nowhere in the Bible is God telling anybody to be a punk. You understand what I'm saying? But it's only a religion. I believe in God. I went to church in prison. I went to Juma every Friday. That's because I stood on my blackness. I wanted to just go be a part of something. I read an E-Man up there one day. Had the whole Juma service on rock. Football said, man, listen to him talking about how dudes straddle the gate. You understand what I'm saying? Did you, Mad Ronnie from the 6? So yeah, rest. I still our condolences to Mad Ronnie. Watch this, man. My partner had just seen Mad Ronnie, man. We had went to eat one week. We was gonna bust at you, but the traffic was too heavy. He said, man, that's Mad Ronnie right there. He humped his horn at him and everything. Right? But what people don't seem to get is, man, the reason we don't have this black unity, it's too many chiefs and not enough Indians. Everybody want to be a part, want to be the forefront, want to be that dude. Instead of like, hey man, just let it naturally just flow. You understand what I'm saying? Either you're gonna be pro-black or you ain't gonna be pro-black. Either you're gonna be with the program or you ain't gonna be with the program. Exposing people ain't gonna bring nobody to no program. I'm not on here to expose nobody. But I will say this. If you talk about blackness, why are you trying to belittle another black man? If you talk about blackness, it's a way to give up constructive criticism. Constructive criticism should be thrown at somebody to build character in that person, not to belittle that person. Watch this, man. Every key way you heard me talk about on YouTube, y'all can understand, y'all understood why I said what I said. Because I went in detail explaining why I was saying what I was saying. I'm the gatekeeper of Crippin'. I'm the gatekeeper of Damus. I'm the gatekeeper of blackness. But I can't sit up here, man, and tell you I'm pro-black and find something. And then next thing I know, I'm telling you about all these brothers that supposed to be busters and why you ain't pulling up on me. No, that ain't being pro-black. That's advocating black on black violence. That means I'm subscribing to black on black violence. I'm not trying to subscribe to black on black violence. Watch this, man. I just subscribed to that in my life. See, I know what it feel like to take a black man's life and go to prison. I know what it feel like to lose a brother. I know what it feel like to lose a cousin. I know what it feel like to lose more than a handful of homeboys. based on the color of a bandana. You understand what I'm saying? When I criticize people for airing out their hood politics, they hood business on YouTube, it's because it ain't meant for YouTube. You get somebody you opening the door for somebody can voice their opinion. And watch this, man. Pay attention to what I'm finna say. I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way. Dudes out of LA has made people from other states look down at us based on certain dudes' behavior and how they creating politics on YouTube. And politics is not created for YouTube. And if you go back to my first interview with Kev Mack in my hood at the port, I said, man, politics create bloodbaths. And what the fuck y'all think politics is doing now? Watch this, man. You got Chris don't even respect people that lost their lives because they immediately made a S-bone death from content. They didn't consider his family. They didn't consider his kids. They made it content. As soon as they heard about it, they went live. Man, Grandma, you still in the trenches or you in Beverly Hills these days? I'm in the trenches, man. And whatever that means, it seems like being into drama is the only way you can credible as a black man in our culture. No, hell no, V, no. They only offer record deals if you making songs about killing each other brothers. They love to listen to us singing about killing each other when we wake up. Say it again, man. Salute to the Christian Bloods. They was necessary, evidently. Bam. Hey, Blake, what you mean is I'm in the trenches, I'm in Beverly? I don't even go shopping in Beverly Hills, man. Salute to the platform, all Bam. Everybody can't go. I feel like penitentiary rules should be in the full effect. You ain't lying. That's real talk. Rest in peace, S-Bone, solid dude. Now, listen to me, man. They couldn't wait to go in on the dude. First, they was talking about he was a rat, right? Then when he died, suddenly everybody's his best friend, right? But they didn't think about the family, let the family mourn. They wanted to make it content, right? But the same dudes that talk gang shit and say they for grown men, they grown men, and say they black conscious, do you ever hear him advocating peace on YouTube? Because if you for your race, if you're a grown ass man and you got this black conscience about yourself, why you always got something negative to say about another brother? You understand what I'm saying? Why you always got something to say negative about another brother? Watch this, man. Why you always pointing the fingers at the gangbangers? Why is the gangbangers the cause of all the problems? Not the black on black problems. Why is the gangbanger the cause of all black problems in the community? Because we're not. Everybody that lived a life in the community played a role in that. Now watch this, man. As soon as the police kill a nigga, beat a brother up and choke him. You hear dudes doing, people say this in society. Where the gangbangers at? Either you're gonna love them or you're gonna hate them. You understand what I'm saying? Maybe if you start encouraging people, we can get more unity. If we stop belittling one another, cussing each other out, trying to go find smut out on somebody, we can get better unity. See, that's what's wrong with our race. We too busy trying to outlive each other and cater to the next race instead of catering to our own race. You understand what I'm saying? We try to find fault in what we are doing to ourselves. I'm gonna show you how time changed, man. On my birth certificate, it say nigga. Call me a Negro, I mean. On my mother's birth certificate and my father's birth certificate and my grandparents and my aunties and uncles, it say color. Now, on these young dudes' birth certificate and these young females in this newer generation, guess what it say? If it don't say black, it say African American, right? Stop being a follower at what somebody else telling you about yourself and learn about yourself. Read these books. That's why I always say ain't no such thing as a South Central. But everybody live in LA say, I'm from South Central Los Angeles. They just put that title up there because they didn't want to be on the news meter or the police helicopter say that's where the niggas live at. That's where the Mexicans live at. You understand what I'm saying? People don't get that part. You feel me? But all these dudes that get on here, they say, man, I'm a grown man. I'm for blackness. How can you possibly be for your blackness when you constantly belittling a black woman? How can you possibly be for your blackness when you constantly belittling another brother? He ain't no real one. He ain't no real one. How can you possibly be about your blackness when you ain't trying to get nothing back positive to your community? Meaning you still in Compton. Yeah, I don't live in Compton, but I go to Compton. I don't live in Compton. I got a nice ass house. I don't live in Compton, man. I don't live in Compton. You know what I mean? But I go to Compton. I work in LA County. You understand what I'm saying? But this is what people need to start understanding. Because it's a trip on what we want, yet we ain't willing to put the footwork in to get it. You feel me? Oh man, these fools on YouTube for protection. For protection. I say that because we all know something or not. But internet, bam, they trying to get smoked. In a real way, man. In a real way. You asking a lot of questions, Blake. Say it again, man. I ain't worried about that dope Tim name. I'm peeping that out too. Feel me? Bay Average Savage. Preach that, OG bam. Listen to me, man. I'm not on here to blackmail hate bash, right? I got caught up in some shit last night that ain't even me. That's why I extended my apologies to frontliners and everybody that's my loyal subscribers, man. I don't get down like that. Bam, don't get down in that kid. They go to #1 moderator, man. The man with the samurai. I think we got us a troll, OG. I've been said that. I've been said that, man. I've been said that. I've been said that. I've been said that. You understand what I'm saying? But what people need to understand, watch this. Trolls can do what they want to do. Trolls don't dictate to me. Trolls is merely cowards, right? See, watch this, man. Blacks and Hispanics on YouTube do their community disfavors because they're going at each other. You understand what I'm saying? Hispanics, you got dudes like Dub, and they talk about it, right? Bam goes at them. Then you got this dude like Triple OG saying this and saying this, but he go at his people. Yet he say he for the roster. Yet he hide behind a mask. He don't want nobody to know who he is. So how can he possibly be about the roster if he ain't showing his face? See, I know him about my blackness. I contribute to the cause of blackness when I was in prison. I participated in them riots. I ain't participating in it because it happened. It was mandatory I participated in it because I didn't want to be a victim. You understand what I'm saying? I've yet to be on the streets at any form of racism. I got racism displayed at a store here and there, right? Listen to me. I had an experience at work today, right? I paint aerospace shit, man. Shit for buoy and all this, right? Listen to me, man. They just hired this lady. She pull up in there in this big old thing, and you got to put some steel in there. Now, that ain't even my department. I seen her when she pull up in there, so I'm going in there to holler at one of my partners about something, right? Why the Hispanic dudes didn't want to help her? Because she was a fat bro. And she seen they didn't want to assist her, give her the directions to the office, which way to go, because you got to be careful rolling through these factories. They got these big ass hot furnaces and shit, right? And she called me, man. We held a 20-minute conversation. I walked to the boss, one of the supervisors, right? He went and got the fork, had two dudes get a forklift and did their thing. But her people showed her some form of racism because her beauty didn't stand up to their standards. Right? Now, it's racism in everybody's race. People believe, hey, that might be too Bay Area. I don't know, man. But today is not the day for trolls if that's what you do is coming in there with. OG Bam, when is the next town hall? We need to start doing some promotion. Hey, watch this. I talked to Skip last Saturday, man. I'm gonna talk to him again. My little bro up in the house. What's up, June Bug? Mr. Hill, sending his love. Yeah, but listen to me, man. Michael Covert, Dubs and Gunners are trash. Hey, come on, man. You trolls ain't got to do this today. Go on their show and tell them that. No warning shots on this show. I say it again, Solo. But you get these dudes that say they want peace. Let me share this with you, my little homie up in here. Me and Lebo, when we was in the pen and got on our blackness, we started corresponding with our homies in YA, teaching them Swahili and teaching them about their blackness, and they knew their blackness. And we just enlightened them to more. You understand what I'm saying? But you had brothers that looked down at what I represented in prison. I didn't go against Crip in prison. I represented Front Hood Compton Crip. I was just a CCO, and CCOs wasn't BGFs. We was just about our blackness. We was all Crips. But people didn't understand that. And these same dudes that was talking about us behind our back about the collective, they speak on blackness now. So who's contradicting themselves? Me or them? You understand what I'm saying? See, that's what I don't get. I don't understand how these brothers want somebody to be a part of something when they ain't being real about it themselves. Why we got to always go at each other? Why you got to find some type of fault in what another black man doing and you ain't telling us your lows? Just like I can tell you my highs, I can tell you my lows. I used to smoke crack. I done shot motherfuckers, I done killed motherfuckers, and that shit ain't nothing to brag about. But I'm no longer live a life like that. I've turned my life around, man. I'm telling you, I'm about to be home 5 years, man, in a few months. This is the longest I've been on the street since the age of 12. I got something to brag about. I got something to celebrate about. I've accomplished a lot in 5 years, because if I didn't, I'd be in jail. You understand what I'm saying? And I love my freedom. I done cut this damn fan off in here today. Shit, man, now I'm sweating. But I love my freedom, man. I love my freedom. I appreciate my freedom. I love my homies. I love my family. I got people in my life that love me, and I never gave them a chance to appreciate it. Because I was always in jail. I ain't know how to appreciate myself. I ain't know how to love myself. I was always in jail. You laced me and had me on 0.6, 6 years old, six years in TS. You feel me? Thank you, bud. Watch this, man. This is what I'm telling you, man. When I get little homies like my homie in here now, I say his name a lot because I'm proud of him. I like how he a father. Y'all got me on it. I'm a real emotional dude, man. I'm a dude. I cry because I'm happy. I cry because I'm a passionate black man today. Just like I put 131% in my crib, and I'm trying to put 131% into this blackness and this movement I'm trying to create. I want black folks to make it safe for their community. So I ain't one of them dudes that want to move out the ghetto. You understand what I'm saying? I want to live amongst my people. It was safe for me when I was a kid, man. As the blood we have, you be in the bloodline, it was help us out on blackness. Say it again, G-Mac. I knew Tyree Russo was my partner, man. That was my childhood, one of my childhood friends. And people, we're not doing enough for each other. We too busy wanting to criticize each other. Like I said, man, am I my brother keeper? Hell yeah, I'm my brother keeper. Hell yeah, I'm my brother keeper. We got to start coming together as one. Everybody else do. See, when I get to talk about black love and all that, I'll be accused of being a racist. You understand what I'm saying? When I get to calling dudes on their bullshit, I get accused. Man, that dude still talking that gang shit. I ain't never advocated cripping on here. I always told the person I was a non-active gang member. I don't put in work no more, but I come out to play for the right person. OG, you know, O'Shea and Day Day from front of it. Them my little homies, brother. Them my little homies. Them my little homies. They mom and daddy was my little homies. You understand what I'm saying? Speaking Swahili should be a requirement in the Kiwi and Damu community, or just the black community in general. It should be. We need, watch this. George Jackson said that in one of his books. We need to start speaking different languages, because in a minute, English is going to be taboo. You understand what I'm saying? And people don't get that either. That's what made the Alabama brawl beautiful. It was us looking out for us. Say it again, Doug. And people think that only go down in the South. They go down out here. Go someplace and let a white person do something to a brother, and it's a gang of us there. See what happens. It's gonna be a melee. You got it right, Big Bam. Keep doing your thing. The voice about black people. Thank you, Black Warrior Spirit. Went to the 4 yard and was ready. Say it again, bud. Say it again. He went to the 4 and he was ready. Man, watch this. He was at the 4 yard when this little homie, my little brother, got there. He was ready. And he knew what his responsibility was with his little homie. Watch this, man. I never had the honor of being on the yard with a lot of my little homies. Watch this. They ain't never heard about their big homie doing nothing but being down. You feel what I'm saying? And my little homie in here now, that's like my little brother. I mean, one time the police had me on the police car, man. I'm finna get down with the police. My little homie came rolling right down there, like, what's up, big homie? And came up to the court. We finna get down against these pigs. This is what we do. Been here since day one. I can say you had never made a racist statement. Thank you, Solo. Thank you. I went to Willowbrook with them. That's right. I'm a pioneer myself, brother. You know what I'm saying? But listen to me, man. I try to stay positive as fuck. Mr. Hill, your big homie, speak very highly of you. Tell him again, Blade. Man, I love the shit out there, dude, man. His mama raised me. You understand what I'm saying? Watch this, man. My homie in this show, man, my mom, you had to be a real fronter to come to my mama's house. You wasn't a real one, you couldn't come to my mama's house. From the old to the young to the in-between. You had to be a real one to come to my mama's house. And he can come to that house with a 6-pack of them Modelo's and do his things, kick it with my mama, man, and my brother. You understand what I'm saying? I never misled my little homies. My little homies is the ones seeing the change in me. You feel what I'm saying? They see the change in me. I'm a humble brother today. I'm trying to live a positive life. Yeah, we gonna watch this. Me and my boy Willie gonna be together Saturday. Got a picnic to go to. I'm gonna get a skip probably Friday. Right? I'm gonna tell y'all what I might. Okay, love you, support you. Watch this, man. This is what I want y'all to know. Next Friday, I'm gonna give my manager $150. I'm gonna have him put his cash up. And my $150 I'm donating is, I want about 25 kids breakfast and we talk to them. If we can find somebody that's willing to cook the breakfast, we can all hook this up. We can have a park. We can come up, people in LA County in my show, say, hey, I'm gonna donate $150 of my own money. Right. Next Friday. Get at my manager this week with him and see can we do something. Either have somebody come and make tacos, but we at a park and we gonna talk to some kids. But in order to come and eat, you must bring a child. And we something for them to do that. So I'm thinking about that. That's the idea. I want to marinate. I want y'all to marinate on that. Oh, damn. If a young brother wasn't raised by me, what should he get real genuine guidance on how to be a real man? Hey, man, check this out. It's uncle. All the homies in this community. Listen to me. My little homie in here tell you. A lot of men hit my big homies and his big homies. They was positive role. My big homie Bootstrap, them dudes was positive role models in our life. Even my homie Bully. When you hear dudes telling about Bully, but Bully had a wife and took care of his kids and was a working man. My big homie Grady Jenkins. These dudes is role models. My cousin Lil Ali is my idol. To this day, he's still my idol. He sent all 3 of his kids to college. You understand what I'm saying? Was a gang member, turned his life around. It's anybody can be a mentor, and anybody, we're obligated, a black man is obligated for the black youths in this community, especially the black boy that ain't got a father in the house, or don't have an uncle that want to come around, or a big brother. But you got uncles that's gang banging trying to turn their nephews out. You got parents that's telling their kids at 2 and 3 to throw up a crib song. That ain't parenting 101. My mom and dad ain't taught me to throw up the F, man. And I couldn't throw the F up in front of them. But they knew their sons was from front hood. You understand what I'm saying? Watch this, man. You can't go in my hood and find now one of my homeboys' mamas to say they ever heard me cuss. Probably, if we didn't see him, no, the window wasn't closed. She probably heard me, but they ain't never seen me be disrespectful. We wasn't taught to be disrespectful to the elders in my community. We was taught you better respect the people. You got people that claim your hood, don't even live in your hood. You got people claiming the hood, don't know more than 10 dudes from the hood they claim it. You understand what I'm saying? Bam, you might want to give it a money in advance so we can get a max participant on that. I got you, Blade. I got you. But I'm just gonna throw this idea in my manager too, man. You feel what I'm saying? It's time to do something for the kids, and for we can be able to talk to them. I'm gonna get that Skip. Matter of fact, I can get that Skip. Skip Shop can have this building, so I might want to turn into a breakfast brunch. I might want to turn into a breakfast or a brunch. We can talk to the parents and the kids, and this is what it's all about. Kids must be heard and they must be spoken to. A lot of people don't, they might not grasp that. Kids must be heard and they must be spoken to. In order for the town hall meeting to work, the kids must come up in there and tell us what's about, give us their point of view about what's going on in the community. They can tell us best why they don't like hanging. It ain't because of no goddamn PlayStation. Too many little boys like playing Pop Warner football. You understand what I'm saying? See, I know for a fact I got kids watching me because I done met some grown dudes and grown women said, man, my child put me up on you. So I know my message is getting across. You went to the book, huh? The Pobo do the thing in LA hood. They go out to Kevin's to find me the Cement Valley off all that money they made from the grass funds. I don't know what you mean, Roger Scott. You feel me? But listen to me, man. We got to come together as one and start contributing to what's going on in our community. We already know the cause of the problem. You don't know, we think we don't know the solution. We definitely know the solution. We are brother keeper. We can't continue feeding into the negativity, the dudes that look up to these other dudes that ain't black, dudes that rather respect them, disrespect what they look like. We can't worry about dudes that's always trying to find some fault in what we used to do in our past life. Because my past life gonna hinder his future. You understand what I'm saying? This is the things we got to come up with, man. But check this out. My girl calling me, y'all. I missed 3 calls. I got to take this call. I started this live when I can. Hit that like and subscribe, man. I definitely gonna be going live again when I get off work. It's been a nice one as always, man. Again, I'm still my apologies for my behavior last night. That ain't gonna happen again. I just had to get it off my chest. Right? Thanks, my homies, my little brother for tapping in, Junebug. I love all of you. Ain't nobody told you they love you, man. Support the channel. Hit that like and subscribe. OG Bam, love you. Enjoy your day. Please, just, when you look at your kids' life, look at your kids and see their friend. Help your kid's friend. If you got a son and that little boy ain't got a father, become a mentor in his life. And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna send yours to Sumo, homie. I'm gonna see Sumo Saturday. With that said, peace. I love y'all.